Thank you for listening to the Real Estate Voice podcast. I'm Vernon R.E. Jones, managing broker, owner of Jones Homes for 30 years, and now entering our 31st year that we have been serving the 7-county Denver metro area. South Metro Denver Realtor Association market statistics for October of 2021. I have probably sent you multiple items in my email newsletter if you're a subscriber to that, and various other items, articles that I post on my Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn information sources. But this is for SMEDRA, as their statistics come out a little bit later, so they may be a little bit delayed, but this is something that I think is valuable to give you an overall perspective to what's happening in our market. Homes closed. In October of this year, 5,032 homes closed in South Metro Denver areas. This represents a 17% decrease year over year and a 13% decrease month over month. So 17% decrease compared to October of last year, and a 13% decrease compared to September of this year. The month, however, saw 5,480 homes move to the pending status. That means they're under contract, but they have not yet closed. That's an increase of 2% compared to this October of last year, and an increase of 8% compared to September of this year. So kind of an interesting dichotomy there. We're starting to see an increase of sales, of pending status, we'll see if those close, and an increase of 8% compared to September. Not unusual. In September, a lot of people are getting ready for the school year for their children and various other things. So you might see a slowdown in September, but it looks like it's picking back up based on these October numbers. Median prices. In October of this year, home prices reached a median close price of $531,000, an increase of 13% compared to October of last year, and unchanged compared to September of this year. Median single-family residential properties, their prices rose only 1% from last year, and the median price for condo, townhome, multifamily properties was unchanged year over year. The average closed price for a South Metro Denver home was $607,283 in October of this year, a 10% year over year increase, but a 1% decrease compared to September of this year. So basically we're saying that 10% compared to October of 2020, but down 1% from September of this year. Is that the seasonal slowdown taking effect? Is that less buyers in the market? All those things are possible. New listings. Throughout the month, 5,031 new listings of homes for sale hit the market. 12% fewer compared to last year and 13% fewer than last month. And that is again for September of 2021. And 12% fewer compared to October of 2020. In October, there were 2 weeks of inventory. I mean, that's unbelievable. When I first started in this business over 30 years ago, usually we had 6 to 7 months worth of inventory. And now we're looking at, in October, there were 2 weeks of inventory. 1 week fewer than last year at this time, and 5 weeks more than last month. Again, we see supply shrinking, but it's hopeful. If you've looked at my other informations regarding builders starting to try to catch up, and more sellers probably would be putting their homes on the market, possibly in January. And again, I believe the seasonal slowdown is the effect that's happening now. Whereas probably the last year or two, there really wasn't a seasonal slowdown during this time. But I would say now it is a seasonal slowdown. And I don't know what this new variant that's coming out with COVID will do to people's desire to move. But that remains to be seen. October of 2021 ended with 2,894 active listings, 27% fewer than October of 2020, and 6% fewer than last month. In this case, fewer than September of 2021. Average days in the market before homes went under contract is 5 days for homes in the South Metro Denver area, down 1 day from last year and unchanged from September of 2020. The average days in the MLS in October was 14 days, 9 days fewer than last year and 1 day more than last month. So you have a median and then you have an average. Sometimes people get those confused, but just some answers for you. If I confuse you at any of this information, you can always call me directly at 303-359-8218. Let's kind of look at some cities that are included in the South Metro Denver statistical report. Arvada, Aurora, Castle Rock, Centennial, Denver, Highlands Ranch, Lakewood, Littleton, Parker, Thornton, Westminster. The lowest days on the market is in Highlands Ranch at 4. The highest days on the market is Castle Rock at 7 days on the market. The highest median priced home is in Highlands Ranch at $631,250. The lowest average priced home is $445,000 in Aurora. Aurora continues to be the best option for home purchasing, depending on your income qualifying ratios. Let's kind of add some more information on this statistical data list. What city had the most new listings? Denver at 1,601. The fewest, Highlands Ranch at 161 listings. So basically, Denver has 10 times more listings than Highlands Ranch. Our supply issues remain. Hopefully, slowly but surely, we believe they'll start to get resolved, which will slow down home price growth to a more reasonable and sustainable growth pattern. This is Vernon Jones with Real Estate Voice. Thank you for listening. Again, any questions about this information, feel free to give me a call. 303-359-8218. And I'm also going to post this information on my Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter accounts. Again, our number is 303-359-8218. And as always, we wish you a successful week. And please, be safe.